Welcome to the show. I'd like to thank you for joining me, Larry Belfield, for being here. Right now, I don't have a microphone. So I got a microphone, but I just don't have it here. I'm doing a few things with the mic, and I got me a second mic, and I'm going to set it up. But sorry, I don't have it today, so it really sounds like you're over there on the other side of the studio. But I will try to project and be a little louder for you guys, okay? This is episode 31, an extra episode, okay? This is about religion. It's the cultivating and celebrating of a people's history. Religion. God, the Creator. Creation is easy to get. See, it's all around you. But believing that someone, or even one whole race of beings, is responsible for producing it. See, that's faith. The way we build, the way we communicate, even the way we think, is completely different from our environment. The way we care for each other, the way we help each other, the way we live, plus all the tradition, the history, the religion, and to remind you. See, it leads you to believe that someone with intelligence created us and wants us to know and be like them. See, that person is God. Now, what we have in our society is a triple threat. We have a belief system that goes really beyond measure. We have monotheism, polytheism, and atheism. Now, monotheism is the belief that there is only one God. Polytheism is the belief that there is many gods. And atheism is the belief that there is no such thing as God at all. Okay? Now, there's no real way to explain the actions of these people for believing in Jesus or listening to his message or having his scripture. Because having it is punishable by death. Okay? Not only Jesus, but every one of his disciples were hunted down and murdered. In the time of Jesus, one of the most evil times in our history. Or is it? See, I was stuck. I was looking into some pretty heavy things, like religion and politics, wars, armies, and I was scared. And I was seeing history, how it is, in movies. You know, war after war, martyr after martyr. And I only saw the fighting and devastation. You know, it looks like one massive army taking over the world. I was in disarray, and I thought I was a slave in the world, built by the devil. I had lost hope. I had no information but people fighting and dying. See, when I began this paper, I was just to make a quick video on real estate and how it began. But I started researching in February of 2022. It is October of 2022. Now, believe me, when I tell you this, I gave up several times. But now researching, writing, because I'm being led through this, one step after the other. And just when I can't think, just when I can't get past the problem, I get like a bolt of inspiration that leads me to the next piece of a puzzle that I wasn't even looking for in the first place. However, I still gave up on finding a real explanation on how you get to personally own land. See, all I was seeing was how bad you can suffer for being innocent. See, picture this. You live in the time of Jesus. The world is connected. And you come here and you can hear news from around the whole world. And one day, some people show up to your city and decide to live there. Hey, they're okay people. They come here and they talk just fine. They live just fine. Actually, they're better than rich people. They're really nice. They're really helpful. But one day, a decree is passed down. And these people that you probably lived with for how many years, maybe, a long time, they start getting arrested. They start getting picked up, taken in. They pulled out of their homes, they pulled out of their farms. They're pulled out of their religions, out of their churches, out of their houses. And if you're near them, if you know them, and if you ever help them, guess what? You're coming too. And if you can see their home from your home, yeah, you better believe the authorities are going to come confront you and talk to you. And if you're found to sympathize with them, if you care about them, if you help them in any way, if you feed them, then you will be treated as them and punished for the crimes of your leader. There's no recourse. There's no complaining. There's no appeals. There's no going back. When I see this, I think, how can people destroy one another like this? Why? So now, I show up to this crucifixion. So now, I'm showing up to this crucifixion, like, hey, what's hanging, everybody? I'm talking about real estate and, we're at a crucifixion. And this is exactly what my audience needs to hear, you know what I'm saying? There's a newlywed couple with a baby on the way and getting ready to make their first purchase in a new house. And then here comes Larry, hey, I got the cross. This crucifixion, blood, you guys want to buy this? Right? And it dawned on me again that this is just an ordinary day in real estate. At the time, we were handed challenges that you wouldn't dream of. Sell this burnt down house. What I found is the most torn down and degraded and neglected and confused and the burnt up and down house. That's what I found. Now, once I started thinking like a realtor, then it became clear. Look at this burnt down house. Now, the first thing you're going to say is, damn, this is a burnt down ass house, okay? But don't look at this house and see this house. I want you to see the house, okay? I want you to use your heart. Take your heart into the realm of possibility. That's where we're going, okay? Don't look at all that bad. Don't look at the room. The room look little and all, but yeah. Go in by yourself. Go ahead on in there. Look how big that room is alone. Yeah. Without Larry in there. You know what I'm saying? And if the style is outdated, look at this. What we're going to do is focus on the potential redesign that you could have. Look at this. Man, if the home needs to be rebuilt entirely, think of the savings that you're going to have on the remodel. You feel me? You're going to have all the savings on the tear down. All right? Now, with the right rehabber, look, we can take we can rebuild a property at around $300,000, where a new house will cost about $500,000 to $1 million. See, don't focus on the defects. All these problems can be fixed. What matters most is you, the customer. Sometimes the new homeowner can't readily see the value. See, that's where I come in. See, I want to make sure that every nut and bolt is fastened, to make sure that your windows and doors are sealed tight, to ensure that major appliances are checked for the duration of operation. Most things people overlook because they're so excited to get a new house. I'm not going to look back. I want to get a new house. See, it's my duty to keep you focused on these details. Look at the inner workings of these homes, their structure. The goal is to determine if the house is going to be strong enough to last at least the length of your contract, right? Now, with the crucifixion on the table, I urge you to look with your heart, not with the world. What the world seems to be. Look at it for what it could be. Wars. I had to stop looking at the wars. But then I was stuck. I wanted to go around the fighting. And I just wanted to say what happened after. Like, we're all good after the war. But most people think war ends only when there's a winner. But war can end another way. Sometimes wars get so bloody and so dangerous and so deadly that both sides ends up quitting and retreating. One side may be bigger, but it's not big enough to keep going. The defenders don't have the strength to follow them. If we don't have the strength to follow them back and finish them off. So a good deal of soldiers from both sides just go home. And on the other hand, when one wins, they continue to the enemy's lands and pillage and take over and name everything after themselves. This study of war brought me to my next tool that helped me get under the surface of the fighting. Stats.